Oh, hey everybody, Paul here with you. Well, another Sunday comes to an end, and I can't weigh myself. I'm just not ready yet. I know that I'm probably right around 236 pounds, and until I can break that bump and go down under 230, I mean, that it's like hardly any weight that I've lost. And if I've lost 15 pounds, it means I was up and over 250 pounds last fall, like, around August or September, early September. I must have been, because it was still hot. I couldn't really walk, at least not much. Anyways, I'm watching on YouTube, and they're saying that Israel got hit in Haifa, that they hit their refineries over there, and their shipping docks and so forth, and the Iranians are claiming 1,500 dead, so of Israelis. So I don't know what to believe. I can find nothing to corroborate with it, but it doesn't surprise me one bit. Israel is not going to voluntarily give any bad news to anyone. They're too smart for that. And then I know that's probably true, because they arrested a Turkish journalist for reporting live on the scene where a missile came down, and they arrested them. I know that for sure. They took them. Anyways, so we'll see. Anyways, I'm really struggling today. I have a lot on my mind, because with the fuel and the oil going up so much now, it's going to raise the price of perfume. So all day, all I did was try to get the best price I can get at this price, because within 4 days, for sure, 3 or 4 days, maybe less, they're going to raise the price of everything. It's a black girl came in to the gas station yesterday when I was getting gas, and she rode a bicycle, and it wasn't like she was like a person that listened to news all day, and I didn't think of her as a mental giant. But she came in and she said, I got some interesting news for you guys. They said the price of things are going to go up 35% next week. I said, you may be right. You may be right. So we'll have to see. And man, I lost my debit card. Stupidly, I left it in my jacket, and I couldn't find it. You got to be careful, because they can clean out your account. So I couldn't find it. It was in my pocket of my jacket, which is why I couldn't find it, because it was thrown in the back of my car. And I canceled my card, and now I have no money to buy anything with, because you can't buy online without a debit card or a credit card. My credit card's maxed out. So it's frustrating a lot. And I think I got enough to buy one more round of perfumes. Just to let you know what I did. I bought a perfume called Fathom. And that was discontinued in the 90s. And I bought these 1.7 ounce, which is 50 milliliter. They just call it 50 mil over there, where I do it with my wife. Or my wife does it, actually. I wish I was over there, and I'm not. But anyways, I sent it to her. I didn't send that to her. It's come in. It's going to come in soon enough. So I got 96 bottles of that on Friday night, which was 2 days ago. And then I bought a perfume that I think women like, the older women certainly. It's called Jean Two. I haven't seen that, and I never smelled it because it wasn't my thing. But I think Jean Two was discontinued in the early 80s. Maybe it was 84 or 85, something like that. I think it was pretty much done. And it ought to be interesting. So I bought 48 bottles of that, but they're big. It's like a body spray. So I bought that. They're big. They're 8 ounces, almost 8 ounces. So the wholesale price on it was $3.20. And then we got to ship it. So I kind of didn't know whether to do it or not. But that Jean too is supposed to be something like a sensual, sexual perfume. So I looked at the ads for it, and it's got women frolicking about with horses, and the horses are nibbling on them, literally nibbling on their shirt and this and that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then I went to this other place, and I was able to get in a $300 order with I think about 111 perfumes, because the place has lower priced perfumes. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have already got that on the way. It should be in tomorrow. And then Monday night I'll get it out. And I'm only hoping that they're not going to raise the shipping rates for at least another week. I mean, I'm going to have another 3 boxes to ship out too, or at least 2. So I'm going to have 2 this week and then 2 next week. And you can best believe that they are going to raise the rate. You can be sure of that. If it can go out at all with the way things are, but it doesn't go anywhere near that area, I'm told. So anyways, that's what's happening in my life right now. And I worked today, and then I took a nap, and I needed it. And I felt really good, and I felt good when I got up, so I walked what I believe is 3 miles. And now I'm walking 0.8 of a mile and going back 0.8 of a mile. So I'll get another 1.6, 1.7 miles, maybe even a little bit more than that. I'll try to arc a little bit to get a full mile each way, a little bit. And then that will get me, I did about 2 miles today, and that's about it. I don't even know if I did 2 miles over at work. But let's say I did 2 miles. And this is 3, 4, or 5, maybe 7 miles today. And that's about it. I didn't really go overboard on my eating. I had plenty of food, and I just didn't feel much like eating. So I had, I forgot what I had, but anyways, it's hard for me. And I don't think I can weigh myself until next week. And then I'm going to have to be careful, because I can't get too much food or I'll eat it. So I've already decided what I'm going to do. Next weekend, what I will do is I will not eat Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to fast. And then I'm going to walk as much as I can. And I'm going to allow myself coffees, diet sodas, whatever. And grapes and strawberries, whatever I can drum up here. But no more food. Only Devil Dogs. I'm going to buy like 4 of those 8 packs of Devil Dogs. And that's the only thing I'm going to eat Saturday and Sunday this next weekend. And then as far as everything else goes, it's going to be very interesting to see what gold and silver do. You can only expect that gold should go up. During times of this kind of crisis, it should go up. But some people get low on cash, and they have to sell their liquid items, and gold and silver are those liquid items. So it may actually go down, but I think they've already done it. So I think gold is probably going to go up, and I think silver may follow it. It'll follow gold. If gold goes down, it'll go down. But I have a feeling. I talked to a guy at work today who's my age, and I told him I predicted that we'd have about $131 to $132 oil by the end of this week, by next Sunday. And then, I know I keep saying it, but probably 2 weeks from that point, we're going to start seeing either fuel rationing, and they probably won't do that. It'll probably be the beginning of these people lining up to get gas. And I know they're going to do it in the Philippines too, and they'll do it here too. And the state needs to step in on that, because once the panic hits, once people start doing that, they get down to 7/8 of a tank, and then they got to immediately go back in line and get that extra 2.5 gallons. to top their tank off, that's what fucks everything up. And I've been through 2 of these things. The first time they didn't do anything like that, but the second time in 1979 early, if you had an even number on your license plate on the end of your plate, if it was even, you could get gas Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if it was an odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, you got gas Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And that's what they should do, because if they don't, you're going to see monkey see, monkey do here. And I'm waiting to see what happens, but I just heard that Donald Trump declared victory, and they've pulled out the carriers out of that area. They've got one now, or at least this morning it was reported that it was in the Arabian Sea, and the other one was in the Red Sea or whatever it is, but it's not in Hormuz anymore. And it looks like there's still about 100 and 200, about a couple hundred ships still there, waiting, stranded, because it's too dangerous to go into Hormuz. So we'll see what happens here, and we'll see what Trump does. I don't think he's going to shoot any more missiles at Iran, because they did anyway. They knocked out their desalination, which is getting the salt out of the water. They knocked that out. So, you know, if I was Trump, I wouldn't have done that. If I was the military, I would not have done that. That's like life depends on that over there. That's not just the military situation. That affects civilians. So I'm not sure I would have done that. I don't think it was right. And I am worried because they say that Iran has these hypersonic missiles. And if they want to hit the carrier, guess what? They're going to knock out the carrier. They're going to at least hit it to some degree or another. I don't know how much damage it'll do. If they know it's coming in, they have these aircraft carriers can put something like 600 or 500, 480 feet of water above them with these big pumps that shoot the water up, and it can actually blanket the whole ship. And they do that for insulation against radiation. That's what I remembered. So nothing can get through it. But the hypersonic missiles are so fast, that may not stop it, because they're moving at something like Mach 15. It's ridiculous. So we'll see what happens. But now that they've taken out the desalination plant over there in, it's somewhere over there in Iran. If I was Iran, I'd just make as much trouble as I could for the world. And the world will get more and more angry at the United States. That's what I think is going to happen. But so far, nothing has happened yet. Keep it on this channel, because as soon as something happens, I'll report it to you, and I have to verify it. I won't bring you these stories. Like I told you, they reported 1,500 deaths in the area that they said that a hypersonic missile went through. It got through. But we'll see. We'll see. And I will bring you up to date quickly on that. I will make sure that you're apprised of that. So subscribe, be nobody, and I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I have to screw around and get money in my account and hope I can beat the price increase on these perfumes, because I still got $500 I have to buy more. And I'm already tapped out. Anyways, folks, take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.